Hi there friends, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Sorry, it's 1:30 here and I have one review for you today. I'm sort of like minimizing the number of videos per day because it takes a lot to do multiple videos, and I decided to take it a little bit easy. Also, main reason is I can do like 2, 3, 4 videos, but usually if you have too many videos uploaded, people don't tend to watch because they get annoyed. So I understand that. Obviously, it's my assumption, observation only, but I decided to do like one video perhaps, and then I'll do maybe if I have mood or energy, I'll do extra, but usually I plan to do one per day. And I'll do like a morning thoughts episode. I have a one thought. I'll talk about that, perhaps 10, 12 minutes talk. But I'm very excited today to talk about a fragrance which I am experiencing after a long wait. Recent times, one of my brothers, he sent me this over. He actually is one of very helpful brother in the community, and he's a collector of perfumes, and he's buying all niche stuff, high-end stuff, and the brand new ones he buys directly from States or UK. So today I'm going to talk about Terre Hermes's latest flanker. Obviously not brand new at this current moment, it's already been reviewed by a few reviewers, but I think this is called Terre Hermes Eau Givree or Givree. I'm not quite sure how that goes, but let's say Givree, okay, Givree. And this fragrance supposedly replaced, which is discontinued right now, or Terre Hermes Eau Refresh. And the thing is, I have backup. My bottle is a little bit finishing with the, I think it's 150 ml bottle that I had. I forgot what size was this, but it's a big bottle, 125 ml perhaps. I had a 200 ml before, so I bought together currently this little 30 ml with a refillable bottle of 100. I think I have total 150 ml backup, so I am safe from that perspective. So these are Hermes's crown jewel. Like when people talk about Terre Hermes, this is one of the most renowned, and it holds high ground, a lot of respect from people, and still it sells. It has the ISO super orange, earthy orange vetiver, and it's kind of like a love it or hate it kind of fragrance, but very big fragrance in community. So this is the first one. After that, I think they released the Perfume version or the Eau Refresh. I don't remember one of these, but this is for summer, the fresh one, the white cap. And this was more for winter, more sophisticated, rounded version of Terre Hermes. Not much difference in terms of smell, but this is more concentrated, I don't say, but this fragrance was more, like suited up. Terre Hermes, it's less projecting, but more of winter scent. Then I also had, this one is almost finishing also. Terre Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. This is also a very well-rounded fragrance. Got this vetiver more amped up, less orange, and it's also very sophisticated, very beautiful fragrance. So now let's see what we have. So big thanks to Reazul bhai. Thank you so much, brother, for sending them over to me. I have one more fragrance from his collection. I think that is Zahar of Purom. I'll review that. This fragrance I never got to try before. Very excited. So it means a lot. Thank you so much, brother. So here it's EDP concentration. This is how that box looks. Sometimes I understand these boxes come with sort of like a sleeve, but this one, I don't know if it came with a sleeve. I just got the box like this, okay? So this is a refillable bottle, EDP, 100 ml. I think this is what, volcano, or what is this? Clouds? What is this supposed to be? I don't know. So this is how that box looks. It really looks nice. Territory, familiar territory of Terre Hermes. Eau Givree, the name is here. It says Hermes. Bottom looks like this, okay? Now let's get into the bottle. The bottle is very, very pretty. I love this bottle. The bottle follows the same pattern, but there are some changes. As you've seen in Sebastian, I've seen Sebastian Zara's review. They brought some changes. First of all, no longer the twisty cap that many people hate. I don't like this thing. Like some people, they say it's nice and stuff, but after a certain point, the grip is gone. Then no matter how many times you put it, falls back. So it doesn't feel nice. But my bottles, I took care of them, so they're okay. But this used to have this kind of a twisty caps or stoppers. This ones now they give like, oh, this marvelous, what was that line, oh, they marve, those lines, they have cap like this, okay? So they have really nice cap. I like this, okay? It's a lot more manageable, and maybe unpopular opinion, if you're used to that kind of previous twisty one, maybe you don't like this style, but I do. They have obviously the detailing everywhere, nice metal plate, and here front is transparent, but the back they gave sort of like a frosted glass. I'm going to take my time because I'm doing one video. I'm going to take my time. And the thing is, this fragrance, the name is here, base looks like that. There's this typical H, but previously I noticed some differences. The Hermes one, the H used to be orange colored. This one is transparent. The juice color is a little bit mild yellowish. Okay, and I was talking about, this is supposed to I think replace Terre Hermes Eau Refresh. I'm going to tell you what I think. Let me show you the sprayer. Really nice sprayer. I think this is a bit different sprayer than the previous ones. So let the cell down. So the thing is, first of all, let me hold them side by side. I don't think they're the same fragrance. Okay, I have the nose breakdown on Fragrantica opened right here. They say the new Eau Givree one, it says citron, juniper berries, Timur, I don't know what that is, and then they have woody notes and mineral notes, right? So basically this actually is a bit different than Eau Refresh. Eau Refresh opened up for me a little bit pan masala, kind of cardamom, sort of a citrus, very transparent, watery, kind of like a green orange sort of vibe, and it's very refreshing. I love, absolutely love. Let me spray Eau Refresh a little bit from my on my right side, okay, just for remembering, and let me hold them side by side. Okay, let's hold the big bottle, looks comparable. So Eau de Givree, and this is the Eau Refresh. This fragrance, hands down, it's a baby. You know, the opening of this is just, I'm used to this for so many years. It's just a little bit more crisp, a little bit more citronic. Okay, this one has citron, the Givree, but it's not as citrusy as this one. Okay, so for me, opener, two of them are different kind of beauties. Okay, this is a little bit like frosted. Think of Dior Cologne kind of frosted lemonade. This is like frosted citron, or you know, kind of like a cool sort of a citrus that's like frosted, you know, if it makes sense. This one is full bodied. It's like you squeeze a bit of that green or orange or say citrus. This is more citrusy. It's not frosted, it's not cooling. This is basically like without the chill of the citron. So I prefer this little bit because for some reason, you know, this is a bit unique. Okay, and when I say cardamom, I don't know if it's an official nose breakdown. I always got cardamom from this. It's a very nice, mild, spicy, woody kind of fragrance for summer, and the fragrance basically is not as beast as the original. This one is just particularly for rainy days and summer. So if you ask me the opening wise, I prefer this a little bit, but this is also very beautiful. So how this one opens, the juniper, you know, definitely it has like a gin and tonic sort of, you know, they have like a frosted vibe in that drink. This one gives me that vibe, but it's a little bit fruity and cooling, and it's not as open, you know, it's not like 100% open citrus. Okay, it's kind of like holding back. So think of a fragrance like Stronger With You Freeze. That one did not give you like a particular citrus blast, you know, it held a little bit back. It felt like ice cubes. This one gives that vibe. I think I like that. So basically both are beautiful. If you have Eau Refresh, you can still have this. So opening wise, not much different. But this fragrance is relatively simpler and it's a little bit different. I don't feel this is here to replace Eau Refresh. You definitely, if you liked it, if you ever wanted it, you have to get a bottle of it, okay? Because it's a different fragrance on dry down than this. So similarities are there. The nature is same, the concept is same, but the perfume, this one right here, it goes on dry down, typical Terre Hermes original one, okay? A bit milder, obviously not as strong or potent, a bit lighter version of this one, okay? So Terre Hermes, if you like, you're gonna like this easily on the dry down, especially very easy. So they play sort of safe with it. This is what my 2 cents are, and this is initial impression. Longevity I got not as beast mode. This is like Terre Hermes Eau Refresh, and this one's are kind of like a tie for performance. This one I got 3 to 4 hours in high heat. After that, it's mild dry down, on the woody dry down, that's on the 5th hour, but that's very, very faint. I don't smell without doing this, right? So 3 to 4 hours, because the heat and humidity is so high. Perhaps in springtime, if it's a little bit cooler, a little bit better, but I don't think it's a longevity beast. So nice things, bottle is nice. Price, I think this is going to be expensive, like total retail. You have to wait for, Hermeses don't usually discount that much, but you have to wait at least a year for this price to go down. If you want to buy this, you have to pay full retail. I think this is going to be very expensive, and hardly any sellers are selling this in Bangladesh, so I'm very lucky in that way. So dry down, actually, if you ask me, the dry down is here. I'm wearing it here. It's not as powdery, that vetiver powdery orange that I got from original Terre Hermes. That's very intense, you know, it's like a very spicy, intense experience. This one, it's much more tolerable. Side by side, For summer, you can wear original or you can wear this. But for office setup, for playing indoor sports like squash, table tennis, anything you're playing inside or indoors, this is going to be a good fragrance. Also for gym, excellent fragrance, but bit too pricey for being a gym scent. But does this excite me? As a Terre Hermes line fan, I am excited. But when you smell it for the first time, perhaps you will not be as excited, like, wow, what was that hit me, you know? This fragrance perhaps will not have that excitement for you because it's not a very bright opening. It has citrus, citron, and the juniper. They're nice, but it's nice. You know, it's not trying to do anything crazy. If you ask me, out of these two, this one actually is more of a stunner that, you know, it's gonna blow you away. Opening is gonna be totally, you never smelled before. This is more unique than this in the opening. But I'm not trying to say this is a better fragrance than this because they are two different perfume. So this one, I would say a frozen or sport version of original Terre Hermes to my nose. And I think it's a nice wearing, like girl and low medial cologne. If you like that, you're gonna like this kind of style. If you also like fragrances like this style, this is basically the same style, Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. If you like those styles like cologne, bit mild, you know, not trying to over projecting, just nice aura around you, you can look at this one. Really nice release. I love this, but the price at this point, perhaps I don't want to pay $100 something because it's going to be that much. For that price, you can get many other fragrances, but it's not going to be redundant if you have Auto Refresh, in my humble opinion. And I don't really feel this is replacing in 100%. It's more like a grapefruit sort of vibe in the opening than the other one, which is more that green mandarin, okay, and that caramel. This is a genuine, unique vibe, you know, like honestly speaking, I'm just so happy I have 100 female backup. You can have the whole line. This is a fantastic line. But last remark on Terre Hermes line, some of you may, if you just new in this house or new in this line, you might feel the whole line is sort of like, at least the Perfume, the EDT, and even the vetiver, if you have all this, you'll be like, they all smell the same. What's the difference? You know, like a beginner, or they may find, but slowly as you progress over 1 to 2 years, you'll see the subtle differences which make it beautiful line. I love this line. And overall, this fragrance, you know, like how much I'm rating it. Initial impression, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Okay. Why 9? The Auto Refresh, I'll give like 9.5, a little bit more, or 8.5 for this. The reason being, at this current point, this is not quite a beast mode fragrance that you're paying $100+. If you're looking for value, perhaps it will not cut for everybody. This is not a must-have. This is not a brand new fragrance. You already have smelled this DNA before. And the third thing I would say, this is belonging in this line, but best wise, if you ask me what's the best ultimate, I always go back to the original. You know, this is the stunning masterpiece. This is a 10 out of 10. Everything else in this line is 8.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5. They're all great, but ultimate masterpiece is this one. Nothing beats this. Okay, and my second favorite would be Auto Refresh. Okay, this is like my honest confession, but I would get this, still get this, because I think fragrance grow on you later, sort of like Hermes's H24, a little bit of concept in this. Okay, so check it out, get a sample, you'll see what I mean. So this is Terre Hermes Eau Givree. I give it 9 out of 10 for brilliant opening and conceptually beautiful bottle. The cap, I like it so much more. Have a nice day. Thanks Reazul bhai once again. Time for one more video, then we'll upload this. Take care.